Hello everyone. Now we are doing question answers of class 8 English 2 chapter number 10 Louis Pasteur. Comprehension. Question A. Answer the following questions. 1. What was Louis Pasteur passionate about during his childhood? Explain with examples from the passage. Answer is Louis Pasteur was passionate about drawing and painting in his childhood. His drawings showed his keen eye for precision. Question number 2. What was Louis Pasteur's theory about food being spoiled? Answer. According to Louis Pasteur, food was spoiled because of contamination with microbes in the air, and these microbes were the root cause of disease. Question number 3. How did Louis Pasteur help save the French wine industry? Answer. Louis Pasteur inspected wine samples from different parts of France and concluded that the wines had gotten contaminated and lost their taste. He suggested that wine should be heated to 55 degrees Celsius to kill bacteria and the taste would not change. This process is called pasteurization. This way, he saved the wine industry in France. Question number 4. What is Louis Pasteur's contribution to development of vaccine? Answer. Louis Pasteur's contribution to the development of vaccines is immense. Pasteur injected an old culture of bacteria into his chickens. The birds fell sick but did not succumb to the disease. They developed resistance to fresh cholera injections. Pasteur realized that weakened strains of the disease made animals immune. Henceforth, Pasteur was able to create vaccines for cholera. Question number 5. List Louis Pasteur's accomplishments that have been mentioned in the passage. Answer. Louis Pasteur's accomplishments are saving the wine and silk industries, creating effective vaccines for cholera, treatment of rabies, and his fight against diphtheria. Question number 6. What advice did Louis Pasteur give to the military medical corps? How did it help them? Answer. He advised the military medical corps to sterilize their instruments and bandages by heating them to kill microbes. Question number B. Answer the following questions with reference to context. 1. After the success met with the germ theory, Pasteur was approached by Napoleon III for a solution to the problem faced by the wine industry of France. Question A. What was the problem faced by the wine industry? Answer. The taste of the French wines would change. There were complaints of the wine becoming sour, bitter, or flavorless. Question number B. Why was Pasteur alarmed at the problem? Answer. Louis Pasteur was alarmed because every winery in France had suffered great alteration. Now question number C. How did Pasteur deal with it? Answer. Pasteur gave the solution that wine should be heated to 55 degrees Celsius to kill bacteria without affecting the taste. The process is called pasteurization. Reference number 2. The moment came when a young boy, Joseph Maistre, was bitten by a rabid animal. Question. What moment is referred to here? Answer. This was the moment when Pasteur had a breakthrough in his career through the treatment of rabies. Question number B. Explain the meaning of the word rabid and use it in a sentence of your own. Answer. The word rabid means an animal suffering from rabies. And the sentence is, stay away from that rabid dog. Question number C. Describe the incident that led to the invention of rabies vaccine. Answer. A young boy, Joseph Pasteur, was bitten by a rabid animal. Louis Pasteur had already tried out his treatment of rabies on dogs. He tried his vaccine for the first time on a human being, the boy. Joseph Pasteur survived. The experiment proved to be the first human trial of a man-made vaccine. Reference number 3. The first success story of the newly established Pasteur Institute was a breakthrough in the fight against diphtheria. Question A. What is diphtheria? Answer. Diphtheria is a disease caused by bacteria and is a major cause of childhood death. Question number B. What is the breakthrough mentioned here? Answer. A vaccine was invented to cure and prevent diphtheria. This was a major breakthrough mentioned here. Question C. Who was responsible for the breakthrough? Answer. The persons responsible for this breakthrough were Louis Pasteur's assistants Emily Rox and Alexander Yersin. Question number C. Think, discuss and then answer the following questions. Question 1. Pasteur was not one to be bogged down by personal losses. What are the personal losses Pasteur faced in life and how did he overcome them? Answer. In the prime of his career, Pasteur suffered a stroke at the age of 45 that partially paralyzed his left side. His colleagues helped in setting up a mobile laboratory so that Pasteur could work despite being bedridden. In those days, child mortality was very high. Pasteur lost two of his young daughters to typhoid and another died from a tumor. However, these incidents could not stop Pasteur from his work. These tragedies made Pasteur's resolve to fight diseases stronger. Along with his team, Pasteur diligently went on with his study of germs and inventions of vaccines. Thus, despite of facing tragedies and suffering from ill health, Pasteur continued to work on finding cures for infectious diseases. The personal losses motivated him to work and help others who suffered from these diseases. Question number 2. Louis Pasteur's last words were, "One must work, one must work. I have done what I could." What does this show of Louis Pasteur's spirit and attitude to life? Answer. This line shows Louis Pasteur's dedication and sincerity towards work. He had a never give up attitude and believed in hard work and putting his best foot forward in whatever and wherever he pursued. Thus, he continued to help people right from saving the French wine industry to saving the lives of French soldiers and finding the cures of various diseases. Even when he was partially paralyzed and bedridden, he continued to work. This shows his dedication to his work. Later, he collected funds to start a center exclusively dedicated to research into infectious diseases in order to expand the scale of his work. The work conducted by this institute saved the lives of many people. Thus, till his death, he continued to work towards saving lives.